Got everyone? All right, guys. I'll just start really quick with a couple of the same injury guys that have popped up. CO, he did not practice today with a little bit of an ankle, nothing too concerning there. And then Brzee had a little sickness there. So other than that, we should be pretty clean though. So awesome day, scrimmage. Got a chance for guys to go out there and kind of in some call-out situations, play ball, react to some things, and so it was good leading up into Sunday.
Are you ready to declare a starting quarterback for Sunday?
We'll start Spencer in the game, and then we'll go. From there we'll go Tyler and then Jake. So all those guys will get in there. They'll hop in there. It'll be a great rotation for those guys.
How many guys do you estimate won't play in the game just because of load management?
Yeah. There'll be a couple. We'll go into it. They'll probably hand half a dozen on each side of the ball, and so once we kind of navigate that, we'll get communicated to you guys.
Not to go down the entire roster, but will you try to get most of the starting offensive line out there for Spencer?
We'll see. We may rest some in there, and then we'll just rotate those guys as much as we can. So.
What did you like about Spencer's night tonight?
Yeah, I think just really clean, decisive. Played really good ball. Used his feet in a couple scenarios, which was very valuable. And he's playing certainly confident. And so I thought all three of those guys had moments today, and so I feel like we're progressing really well.
How much do you put into this preseason game when it comes to declaring or thinking about your starter for week 1?
Yeah, it'll be another piece of the puzzle as we go through this. Obviously, they're important pieces. They're games, and there's tackling and sacks and all the things that you got to deal with when a game is full go. And so it'll be a great evaluation piece for us. By no means is it any bigger than the collection of all these practices that have occurred.
But just for clarification, this doesn't mean Spencer is starting week 1,
No,
right?
no.
Did he earn the chance to start this game, or was that a preconceived rotation you were always?
Yeah, certainly we had a couple different options as we went through this. I think certainly he's earned his way as he's gone through this. That's just a starting point. We'll start here and then continue to keep evaluating this thing as we go.
When Tyler comes to the game, will you pull your starters at that point, or is it kind of?
We'll see based off their volume and rotation there. Yeah.
And what did you just make of Tyler's day-to-day?
Did some really good things. Again, I thought his feet, just like Spencer's, showed up in the game out here, which was awesome. Had a really good couple drives in there. I thought he did some really good things.
On his touchdown run, was that a called keeper, or did he have the option to hand it off?
It was a high probability of run. There's a low probability of QB running, but he saw it, he reacted to it. I think that's one really smart decision-making thing. He has a great feel for the game, and so he saw green grass and he took it.
How much are you looking forward to just first game of the preseason as head coach?
It'll be really good for our entire football team just to go through the process. By no means it's going to be perfect. That's the beauty of preseason football. I think for our players, it'll be awesome to get out there and kind of play someone else. We've been playing each other for a number of weeks, but also for the coaches to go through this process and get back into the real thing.
Your ability to create off schedule, tough to gauge sometimes when you're installing the offense, but you're trying to have them do specific things versus when you kind of get them in a college situation that shines a little bit.
Yeah, the improv and the off-schedule stuff, which is real in this game. There's a number of plays, and the statistics will back it up, that a lot of plays end up in that scramble phase. And so our guys, certainly we've talked about a lot of it. It shows up more and more in these scrimmages, and certainly these games it'll show up as well. And so Tyler made some great plays. He had a good little off-schedule throw, finding the running back. Spencer had a couple, so it was good.
You're planning on calling the plays on Sunday?
Yes.
And your run game is kind of operating the way you want it to. Are you kind of seeking out explosives with this run game? Is that kind of what's in the design is for?
Certainly, I think all of us are trying to get explosive plays, but there's situations within the drives that are always different. You may be looking for a clean, positive run to get yourself back on track. You may be chasing explosives, whatever it may be. But certainly we want to avoid all negative plays as much as we can. And I think that's one of the big things with the run game is you're chasing explosives, but you can't be reckless. Put yourself in second and longs and be chasing things.
Did Coach Staley call the defensive plays?
What's that?
Will Coach Staley call
Yes.
the defensive plays?
Yes.
Is Landon Young dealing with something?
Yeah, he's just dealing with something. Yeah, he was out as well today. So sorry I missed that one. So we'll evaluate that one as we go and see his availability on Sunday.
Can you explain the decision Tyler made on the run? You're saying it was an option call, but
yeah, it's a run play that's going to the running back 95% of the time, and there's a small little percentage that if everyone overreacts, you do have the ability to pull it. He's actually done it twice in training camp, and so I think it's just a high football IQ play, common sense type play.
Did Fadil Diggs stand out to you a little bit tonight?
Yeah, I thought some of those younger edge rushers, some of the D-line, I thought they did a really good job. Our third group, I thought our D-line and the third group really put in some pressure there. Made it challenging for Jake in some circumstances there. So you got to know the context of what Jake was, kind of navigating there in those 2-minute situations. But, I thought that group did a really good job.
Do you know the number of plays you called?
I think we're at 66, so I think that was about half. So, yeah.
I had 66.
There you go. Yep, so a little bit different, obviously, but again, we talked about this. This was kind of a Friday-Sunday combination of 2 games in 3 days, so, those numbers were kind of calculated as well.
How much of, you said Spencer's going to start Sunday, how much of that was determined tonight, or did you were leaning that way heading into tonight?
We had communicated before this to those guys.
Okay, so this was before this.
Yes.
You had made that decision.
Yeah, it did not. I didn't just improv it just now, so. Tell you guys first or something.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, a little fun though.
One more player to ask you about, Chris Tyree.
Yeah.
I might have missed it.
Yeah, he's dealing with something, so lower body deal, and so, a couple of those guys, just some nagging things. They're kind of day to day, so we'll see.
Just what is your overall philosophy on playing starters in the preseason? Like, there's only 3 of them. Is it like?
I'd say anytime we need to go through an evaluation process, I think it's important to go through that process in preseason. So, there's certain players that we need to go through a process and evaluate them, and they're competing for different roles. There's other guys that we may be doing a quick, stop in the game, 8-12 plays, and then they'll probably transition out of that thing, and it may be just their opportunity to kind of get acclimated. And there'll be certainly a handful of guys that won't play. So.
If you are ever going to play the most complete amount of starters, is game 2 the game you vision as that?
Yeah, probably 2 will be a little bit more, and we'll just have to see where we're at. The third game is kind of a flex game in a lot of ways for the NFL now, whether you treat it like the old 3 or the old 4 as far as the preseason games. And so we'll just see where we're at that point. So it feels a little ways away.
Do you know for game 2 whether you'll switch the quarterback rotation? Or
Yeah,
is it just...
yeah, we'll see. We certainly have that option, and we'll be ready to do that. But we'll see how this all plays out. So. All good?
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kellen.
Yeah, I'm gonna